नास्ति बुद्धिर अयुक्तस्य न च अयुक्तस्य भावना न च अभावयतः शांतिर अशांतस्य कुतः सुखम. Hello friends, this is the 66th shlok of the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and today we will understand this shlok in detail. So let's first go over its meaning. So the shlok says, Nasti buddhir ayuktasya, which means there is no intellect for the one who is not in yoga. The word used over here is ayukta, which means the one who is not joined or which does not have it. So basically, what it means is the one who is not in yoga. Then the shlok says, Na cha yuktasya bhavna, which means nor the one who is not in yoga has feeling of devotion. Na cha abhavayatah shantir, which means and the one who does not have devotion towards the inner divinity, he does not have any peace. Ashantasya kutha sukham, which means the one who is not peaceful, where is happiness for him? So, in this shlok, Shri Krishna is telling Arjun that the person who does not have himself aligned to his inner divinity, that person, he lacks the intellect to really understand this world and see it from the right point of view. He also does not have any devotion towards the absolute truth or the divinity, and because of the lack of devotion and lack of understanding, he never attains peace, and a person who is not peaceful can never be happy. So the idea is pretty profound, and we can understand it in more detail by uh, understanding it through a logic. So the person who has attained union with divinity, he realizes that this universe is basically manifesting as God is actually manifesting as this universe every moment, and because the universe is the manifestation of God, and God in itself is perfect, so this universe is also perfect. So when this person realizes that this universe is perfect the way it is, then he is not really resisting this universe and saying that no, this universe is not perfect and it should be a certain way. He surrenders to what is, he surrenders to the universe the way it is, and through that surrender, he basically removes his ego from in between, and by doing this, he realizes what truth is. This gives him the ability to see what is instead of what he wants to be, and this brings in a lot of peace in him. So, that peace which he then receives is the thing which brings happiness also to the person. So, that's why when you develop this devotion towards truth, then you attain peace. While a person who has not developed this devotion, he is still thinking that he is his body and his ego, and when that happens, that then he wants his ego to expand and he wants the world to be according to the preference of his ego. So when that happens, then he starts to see imperfections in this universe, and he no longer is happy in the way things are. He wants things to behave in a way he wants, but that sort of a pursuit is futile because the ego is limited and the universe is unlimited. So the universe can never be brought under full control of the ego. And so when the person realizes that he is not attaining what his ego wants, then he gets frustrated, and so that frustration then removes all the peace that is there in your life. And when there is no peace, then of course there is no happiness. So that is the whole message that Shri Krishna is giving over here. You can also understand it from a different point of view. You can understand it in a way that, any person or any religion which makes you peaceful is true, and any religion or any person who is talking about religion does not make you peaceful, then that is not true. So that is basically a very simple and straightforward way to evaluate. If someone gave you a message and that message made you peaceful, then that is true. If that message made you not peaceful, then that is not true. So I hope I have explained this shlok well to you. With that, I will close this video. I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.